Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice. Hey YouTube, Long Boys Post 1975. I've just realised I've just started recording a vlog, kind of serious vlog, not too serious for you I guess. Well, more so a vlog where I've always prided myself in being honest, and things will affect my YouTube channel, and therefore that affects the audience who grow accustomed or reliant on stuff being there on a specific time each week, etc. Which is why I'm doing this also to explain why, sorry there wasn't a Wednesday vlog yesterday, but I kind of didn't feel like it. News at work, which is what this is essentially about, and not just impacts on the YouTube channel but on my life, but they're the same thing to some degree, one obviously more serious than the other. Christ, I'm waffling. But I was going to say at the get-go, bollocks, I bought one of those little lapel mics that you plug into your phone, because it's my phone, I'm so, you know, tech-savvy me, sellotaped to the passenger seat headrest that I use to record these, because that camera at the front, you know, that I use for recording for insurance purposes, the mic on it is rubbish. I mean, you could argue that why don't you just use your phone for that as well? Well, that camera is, excuse me, just had breakfast. Chorizo for breakfast, I know, that's how I roll. Yeah, that camera is bendy buses. Insurance recognised, you know, for car crashes and stuff like that. Anyway, hi YouTube, Long Boys Post 1975, let's start all that again. So basically, no Wednesday vlog yesterday, went into work, knew from before Christmas that something was possibly on the cards, but as you know, most companies, they like to, you know, play smoke and mirrors and stuff like that. Why be honest when you can spring it upon someone at the last minute? So we went in last night. By the way, I was thinking about doing a video which is life versus YouTube, but never mind. And yeah, all called into a room and basically told there's massive structural changes, you know, across, well, the whole country, and basically things can't go on the way they're going on, and to some degree I guess we all have to reapply for our own positions. Only here's the kicker: you won't necessarily get the hours that you have now, and you have to be flexible. The more flexible the better is how they worded it, which means basically, I guess, if you want to carry on with any chance of meeting the hours that you have to be able to work at their beck and call, which I think, you know, bearing in mind I've been there for 11 years and I didn't sign up for shift work per se, therefore I think that's kind of not fair. You know, everyone's got responsibility. Obviously a lot of people have a lot worse, more serious responsibilities, stay there sugar tits, than I do. But everyone has responsibilities, travelling time, kids, you know, other jobs, stuff like that. I feel like it's kind of unfair to have to go through, and it's been done, you know, they've covered their plums, it's all been done above board and legally and stuff like that. But, you know, the more flexible you can be, the more stuff you say you can do and things like that. I don't know, I think that's a bit not fair. But the point being, there's a very realistic, and somebody suffers from anxiety and depression, and this you know, vlog is not about that, because I mean, long time listeners or viewers, I'm not the radio, viewers of mine will know that I've always been honest about that. But having something up in the air when you suffer from those conditions is not really nice, because it exacerbates them, and you could go through everything and turn out to be fine, and then you've just worried yourself sick for no reason. Now, before it says get another job, I'll get into that. But it's this whole well, I have to be at your beck and call. So essentially any plans I have for a social life, you know, like long-term predicted social life, like, hey, I want to go and see this band, or I want to go and watch this football match and stuff like that, is gone, because I've been told, you know, flexibility is the key here. We only have a certain amount of hours we can give out, which I almost feel like is a threat. But so yeah, that's really annoying. But the other thing that's you know, kind of annoying about it is Now, I know it sounds silly, but to me, and again, this might be tied back to anxiety and depression, but a YouTube channel is a wonderful, wonderful thing, a distraction. And it's become, you know, 7 years now, a massive, massive part of my life. These friendships are real, these friendships are important. You know, I've talked to people on here behind Skype and stuff, and about serious things. And yeah, it's something that it is important that it remains stable in my life, because it does provide me with so much help, you know, all relief from day-to-day issues and problems. And this is roundabout now. I wish I really had the lapel mic. By the way, this is one of the most haunted parts of the West Country. True story. I know once when I was a kid and I broke down in here, my Mini in like 1993, and I had to walk all the way home, which is where you've just seen me drive from. 'Twas not a fun experience, shitting my pants and turning my head at every, you know, eventual noise. Anyway, ignore that. I am the king of waffle. But yeah, so to have that to some degree, because you can say, well, you can still do this, you can still do that, but it's, believe it or not, people, I have or had kind of a schedule. The Wednesday vlog was started, you know, three and a half years ago, to provide some sort of, you know, regular schedule to people, because I know that those vlogs are my most popular videos. You know, my gameplays aren't. I've said this before though, I love doing my gameplays. That's why I do them, even though they get none of the views compared to my vlogs. So for people who've signed up for vlogs, I wanted there to be known that there was a specific day of the week. You know, I've missed a few here and there. I think I've been pretty good, but there was a specific day of the week that they could, you know, tune into my channel and get at least what they signed up for, you know, and not just take a hit or a miss affair, because let's be honest, the subscription box doesn't work, you know, at the best of times, then and now. So to have that kind of, and I know whether people live by it, you know, like not having a schedule, if you will, but I don't know, I've grown accustomed to it. I've liked it. I've liked the fact that I've, you know, not because I've had to, but because I could always put out a topic for me. So knowing that if I still retain a job, which isn't a given, which again, as I said, gives me massive anxiety. Hang on for the bump. Oh, I missed it. Ultimately, I'm going to have no control over my shift pattern, so the Wednesday vlog is gone. And like I said, that's the main reason it bothers me. The other thing that bothers me is I can work around it, but I don't like having to work around it. And then if you've ever worked shifts and you work nights and you have to do a day on, a day off, a day on, a day off, it is absolutely killing, because I did it for 2 years. It destroys you. Oddly enough, I didn't have a channel in those 2 years, and I can tell you now, if I did, I simply would not have felt like making, you know, content, because that is until you get like at least 2 days off, and then you'd only be making a video a week. It's not a biggie, because some people do that, but I like doing more. Yeah, that schedule is killer, so I really don't want to go back to that. Again, it's all hearsay, but having, that's where I'm going now, filled in my availability form and read up on a few of the things, it's, yeah. So yeah, I don't like it, because life is important, but it should be a balance between, you know, your responsibilities and the serious nature of life, and what you enjoy and what you do to downtime and relax. And when one impacts upon the other more than, you know, 50%, I don't like that. I don't think it's right. But these are just my thoughts. I know it sounds silly that I shared this with you, but it's important to do so, because ultimately you are, you know, my subscribers. You signed up to watch, so I think, you know, oh, it's a 50, is it? Sexy. So I want to keep, because I'm so grateful, and I feel I do owe you an explanation for, you know, any changes in my channel. So I wanted to keep you informed. And no, it's not until next month, actually no, next week, that the shit starts to get really, really serious. But yeah, and to those people who said this sounds a little bit silly, but well, yeah, I could always get another job. There's always that option. And this sounds stupid, but I like the hours I work, you know. I like working nights. It all works for me. It's especially, you know, with anxiety and stuff like that, the kind of seclusion aspect of it, and there not being many people around, is, you know, something that I signed up for. But also the money for what it is really, really good. So that's also cool. So I mean, it's not just a lazy nature of having to get another job. It's, I've had 2 jobs in 20 years. I mean, my last job, that was when I was still in Canada and got made redundant and had to come back. But you know, I've had 2 jobs in 20 years. I think that's pretty good. I think that shows my commitment to that I am a worker. And so you could also argue though that that's 2 decades. I'm pretty sure when it comes to looking for work and how to do it and how the environment's changed, I'm in a whole different ballpark. I'm behind the curve, you know. I have no realistic skill set to jump straight back in and just kill interviews and stuff, stay there and stuff like that. So maybe that sounds weird to people who, you know, have to do it more frequently or work on a more temporary basis, but to me that's a big deal and a big fear and kind of a level for, you know, concern and anxiety. Anyway, this has been a really, really weird, even by my you know, standards, all over the shop waffle. But you know, as I said, I just wanted to I wanted to share it because it will impact the channel, and also I wanted to share it because it's good to talk, to quote Bob Hoskins. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.